about her celebrity status. The other way to look at it is, when regular people bump into a celebrity, in this case, it was a major bump apparently, there's a little bit of, look, guess who I saw? I remember hearing a long time ago, there was a story that Bill Murray would walk up to people from behind in New York City and put his hands over their eyes and say, you'll never guess who it is. What a story that would make. But I think that's kind of within the bounds of normal behavior. I think they'll need to have a little bit more than that to prove their celebrity attack theory, because I think that's just common talk us regular people would have when bumping into a celebrity.
Oh, totally, yeah, except for I don't know that anybody turned around and sued Bill Murray for eye problems after that encounter, Dwane, the idea that a celebrity is a target potentially is in all of our brains, right? And that'll be a factor here. It's something that doesn't need a huge amount of explaining, does it, for jurors? That this could be what has happened here. That the only reason we're here is because Gweneth Paltrow was the person that hit you on the slopes.
Well, there's two things with regard to that. First of all, he becomes an instant celebrity by this trial. Okay, and so some people seek out to try to become a celebrity, and the other thing is deep pockets. I mean, there's a pot of gold at the end of this rainbow if he wins, and and so he's trying to milk it for all it's worth.
Yeah, absolutely, and I think that works against him because at the end of the day, people who are seen as potentially doing that, I would imagine would turn some jurors off. Now, the battle of the experts is another part of the equation here, which they're listening to this video deposition now from the biomedical engineer. The jury did hear from someone who actually treated Dr. Sanderson, and her name was Dr. Fong, and it came up at one point, there was a discussion about whether or not, because there's debate, did he ever lose consciousness? And when she was told, hey, there are a lot of people that were there, said he never lost consciousness, she fired back and said, that doesn't matter. Take a listen.
Dr. Fong, I did not say that you went off nothing. I very specifically asked whether you went through medical records to look for prior history that might have some influence on Mr. Sanderson's findings in your clinic. And the answer is that you did not do that, correct?
I did not do that for Terry, but I don't do that for most patients that come to me. And so I need to just further correct you that most times when you go to the doctor, you don't come with a whole stack of medical records. You come to the doctor saying, hey, these are my symptoms, this is what's going on, this is what happened, can you treat me? And so I just want to be very clear, I am not a forensic, I don't do this forensically. A lot of the defense experts, that's when they'll need all these medical records to make all these opinions. I'm a treating doctor. I come with the patient as they are. I'm provided medical records sometimes.
Brian, is it going to be difficult for this team, the plaintiffs, to prove at the end of the day that this ski accident, not old age or pre-existing conditions, he does have some ventricles in his brain apparently that are a bit abnormal, that this was the reason that they're seeing a difference in dear old dad?
I think it's a real question. I think he's going to have an issue with this, and it's not uncommon when you have plaintiffs that are north of 65 years old. There's always some kind of neurological degeneration, physical degeneration. Let's face it, when you're older, you just don't have the physical abilities as you did in your younger years. So the question is, if they can't figure out what is the real causation, well, then he's failed to prove his case. I definitely think that is where Paltrow will put a lot of her defense and a lot of her counterattack, in the trial.
All right, let's get a break in here. They are still watching that